if we pick up an arm, and we're going to do the right side because that seems to be where more of the tension is. If we pick this up and range it, we're going to come up and we're going to just see how far it goes without binding, and it binds about right there. And then it's more of a struggle to get the arm up from there. If we take the arm straight out and lift it up, about to here before it starts to bind. So we'll check those two. What we're going to do for this technique, this is the joint articulation or articulation release technique for the shoulder, elbow, wrist, and up into the neck. So we're going to go ahead and feel the craniosacral rhythm in an arm. So that's the internal rotation. This is external rotation. So both the upper and the lower part of the arm are in rhythm, but the arm itself feels like it's about 2 inches in front of the shoulder to me. It's just a felt sense, a perceptual awareness that the arm is out in front of the shoulder, at the shoulder joint. So now we're going to ask the arm to go into a position that stops the craniosacral rhythm. And it's right there. So it was very close to where we were. James, all that movement stopped in your arm. We're going to hold your arm there until we feel the rhythm restart again. And we're going to give you a minute or two to discharge the energy in that vector of force. You feel the rigidity there now, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, it became very rigid and immovable. So we're waiting for that rigidity to leave. It's feeling at the wrist like there's some vibration going on. So the wrist may have to release first. It's starting to travel down the arm, the energy that's caught in the vector, and that's movement that you see is energy moving out of the arm from the shoulder. And the rhythm restarts. We're going into internal rotation and external rotation, and we're going to ask the system to take us to another vector of force, which is up and in, like this. So his arm might have been on the steering wheel when he was hit. Forces came through the vehicle, up through the body, and compressed the shoulder. So we're going to hold this position, there is no rhythm, and wait for that to discharge. Notice that I'm not allowing his arm to move. We're going to hold him in this very position for as long as it takes for the rhythm to restart. Here it comes. Here comes the energy. You feel it draining out, James?
Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah, it's starting to drain out. It just took a minute or less, really, for that energy to start draining out. Here we go. So I'm holding the compression, but the arm is starting to lengthen. And then at one point, the arm will start coming back out of the shoulder girdle again. It's getting very heavy, isn't it, James?
Yeah.
It's getting hard to hold up. That's the energy coming out. The articulation release technique or positional release to allow the forces that came into the body to release in the way that they came in. They just drain right back out again. And then we come back down. We got a couple of good releases there. We'll recheck range. We'll just see if you hold your arm straight again, bring it up, see if it just feels easier to you. And I'm not helping him. It came right up. And then bring it out to the side. We'll see if we got anywhere with this one. Yeah, that's much better. 10, 20 degrees more with that simple technique. We didn't have to do a lot of deep tissue work.